Hi diddly ho, friendaloons. This is the Storm Song Show. With me is Krispy, trying to do art.
I didn't approve of this opening.
This is the Krispy
from
Show.
a butt.
Oh yeah, Whacker's here too.
My God.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and germs.
Tuesday. Yes, it's time to draw. And actually, I have a drawing already to start with.
Oh God.
Well, no, this is a fun one. This isn't Furby's.
This is a fun one. Yeah.
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 It's a supervillain I came up with.
Yeah.
His name is Agent Orange.
That is upsettingly appropriate for the kind of stuff you draw.
Well, the reason he's called Agent Orange is because he's pissed at how much lemon is used over orange and cleaning products, so he made a super orange concoction, and he uses it to commit crime with.
So there's a guy in our roleplay group.
That's pretty fucking based, actually. I'll give you that much, Krispy.
I try.
There's a guy in our roleplay group whose name is Agent Juice. For pretty much similar reasons.
Oh yeah? Does he drive a white Bronco?
You know, he might.
Where was he in 1994?
I think he was 2.
Oh, so yeah, he didn't do it. OJ
Yeah.
still hasn't found the real... Actually, OJ's dead. I don't think we will ever find the real killer.
Wait, OJ died?
Yes.
A while ago, actually, I think.
Huh.
Yeah. The juice is no longer loose.
Storm.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Oh, it's fine. You're not missing much.
Wacky. So, first of all, hello, Spera, and hello, Night Owl. Hello, Blackfire Gaming, Silicon Soul, and Frosty Git.
Frosty the Snowman is in chat, I see.
Man,
Yes.
Fauna. Yeah.
The Pit Viper man himself. Well, I guess besides Exemplist, he's the prophet of Pit Viper, I guess we could say.
The Prof Viper, as it were.
Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but you know, we can roll with it.
Shit, man.
Man. I'm not necessarily like tired right now, but today's just been like my brain has been ugh.
I'm kind of in a similar zone because I had a fight with my bank earlier.
Oh yeah? That sounds like a bank.
Yes. Like, I can deal with banks being greedy. I expect that. That's reality. But it's the fucking computers that I have to talk to rather than human fucking beings.
I just hate that in general, because it's like, it's never helpful. I just want to talk to a person who can solve my problem in 5 minutes versus like a half hour of trying to just navigate machine shit.
Yeah, so it's just one of those murder.
I do not like speaking with computer machines.
Yeah, no, you're just like putting voodoo curses on them like you did last night.
Krispy.
Crispy.
Dude, I still want to know what the fuck caused that. For context, Whacker was helping me with PC stuff last night, and for some reason it was having some fuckery going. I don't think it's because of Whacker, but, you know.
We're still gonna blame him for our amusement.
Yeah.
Man.
Whacker calls him Y2K and shit.
Look, I was still in college when that happened, alright?
Doesn't mean shit. In
I was
fact,
in
that's
middle
more
school.
likely a time. I was 9 or 8.
I don't know, cause
Mike Lebowski.
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
I think I was 8 at the time, because the year after that we went to Disney World, and then the year after that was 9/11, so yeah.
got your Disney
One of
World
these
right.
things is not like the other.
Yeah, Disney World, man.
My favorite part of Disney World was seeing Walt's perfectly
Frozen.
preserved. Yeah,
Frozen corpse, yeah. They just have it in the Magic Kingdom there.
it's fucking magic, all right.
So for people just joining chat, I am currently working on a supervillain character, I should say, named Agent Orange, because he uses the sinister power of citrus to commit his crimes.
Understand. This has been endorsed by the CDC.
The Center for Citrus Distribution.
Night Owl says, but you can blame Whacker anyway. Whacker caused... Oh, okay, I see. Y0K problem.
Look, man.
And then in response to all this talk of Whacker being in middle school or high school or whatever, Night Owl says, you fucking children.
Yes, I know, I'm a child.
Well, no, it's because Night Owl is slightly older than I am.
Can you be older than Universe?
Spara says Whacker is so old he remembers when the Mayans published their own calendar.
Spara is also one of the few Legionnaires who's older than I am.
Edgar says, yeah, that's what Agent Orange is. Citrus.
He's the tiny terror.
Frosty says his sneezes sound like the screams of a dying raid server.
What the fuck kind of allergies do you have, man?
Pretty bad ones, actually.
I love that sentence.
Well, I know you do, but...
I love that sentence because it invokes sound, which helps me. It invokes raid servers, which helps Whacker. And it's just kind of cursed in general, which helps Krispy to understand it.
Yeah. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends because I like myself.
You know. No, it's talking about a raid server array.
Oh.
What a salty little bastard.
I'm sorry, I don't like MOBA games because everyone that plays them apparently hates everyone else, so...
I mean, there is a certain reality in that.
Also, Whacker, have you fucking met me?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Hey, Whacker.
What?
It's always fortunate to face your fears.
I did get fucking bushwhacked by one of them goddamn creations of hell that he totes around with him.
That's no way to talk about Gustavo. He a good boy.
He
only eats orphans
I
once
flipped
in a
him
while.
off and I sent a picture to Storm because I was and remain convinced that Storm is about somewhere in the vicinity of like 75% responsible for at least part of that.
No, that was all me, baby.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I may have encouraged him.
Oh, yeah.
Which Night Owl says, dying raid servers sounds like someone revving a 747.
Yeah, that does... I don't think you want your server to be making that noise.
Frosty is working on dusting out a dying raid server to repair it. So that explains it.
It's got all that, RAM dust in there.
You know, Spara, that is not unheard of. There are plenty of bronies who discovered they were allergic to horses and other animals when they tried to go horseback riding.
Oh, that's gotta be tragic for them.
Yeah. There's also that great video of the, I think it was during the first big BronyCon in England. They had one of the cops came up and was, like, letting people pet his horse, you know, the horse-mounted cops.
Oh, no.
And somebody wasn't listening and got up a little too close behind it. So you see somebody in like a full, I forget which character, but full brony play, and suddenly just getting kicked in the face by the horse.
Yeah, that's a concussion.
Oh yes, yeah, no, they went to the hospital.
I fucking hope so. Otherwise they're gonna have to call a morgue. Or they call a coroner.
Edgar says MOBA's. Edgar says MOBA's not even once. Frosty says, hell no, I'm decommissioning this bitch. Oh.
You know what my first MOBA was? Command and Conquer 4.
Why do you hurt me?
I hurt myself. I actually bought that piece of shit.
You hurt yourself today?
To see if you still feel?
That was back when I still felt things about
Spoilers,
the world that were optimistic. And then EA taught me what disappointment was.
They taught us all, Krispy. It's okay.
Yeah, and they still do. It's not like they stopped doing it. They continue to disappoint. Anyway, enough of my old salty-ass monologue about shit.
I'm for mine! No.
Oh, God. How is chat doing today?
I mean, I'm kind of enjoying the crispy tiers personally, but you know, hey.
Well, you need something to season your food with.
How right you are, Ken.
Ilion says, my mother taught me what disappointment meant was. And EX numeral 2 really taught me. What's that word there, Whacker? EX?
X number 2. That's what he's talking about. Ex-wife number 2.
Oh, I see. Okay,
yeah. Cool. I'm not saying Halion could write a country song, but I think he's qualified to.
So, Halion, when I start working on the Alabama Habsburgs, I may have work for you.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Tim gave me some new ones today.
Oh, boy. Are they ones we can actually say on stream?
We'll find out.
Oh.
I'm about to turn the family tree into a family circle.
Oh.
Those chromosomes stay in the family.
Oh!
We've been look-maxing before it was cool.
Oh, God.
Let's see.
Storm, no!
Is it the mustard gas, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, Jesus.
So to explain, Tired German, Alabama Habsburgs is my proposed country death metal project, which is literally just where I put all of my song ideas that should never actually see the light of day.
These ones get added.
I'm responsible for a few on that list.
Yes, such as More Like Pugatory, The Pioneer of Cancer Art.
Definitely not inspired by the stream in any sort of way, no sir.
A few others. Mr. Tex came up with The Devil Went Down to Transylvania.
That one's fun.
Soviet Reunion was one. I think Techie came up with Soviet Reunion.
Yeah, I could see that.
Technical man.
Personal favorite still remains Forklift Circumcised.
Ah, I love that one.
Other recent addition, thanks to Pete and Gonzo having some kind of weird argument, was Gas Station Dick Bees.
I have some questions.
Are you?
This one
I really hope you're actually writing down like some level of context when you add these now, because you weren't doing that originally.
Yep.
I mean, that does probably help for later, but you know.
This one I may actually write just seriously and call it Polka Traumatic Stress Disorder. Hey, Digiman!
It does sound like something Polka would cause.
Somewhere Weird Al just shed a tear of pride.
Squick actually inspired one of these. It was, which one was it?
Holistic appendectomy.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, God!
We were playing Helldivers and something shot him in the kidney.
That sounds like a Helldivers move. The last time I played with Squick, we had about like 10 or 11 mortars set up, and it was just, you know, chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain!
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Some stay dry and others feel the shame.
I need to play more Helldivers, it's been a while.
Worm.
I've been really invested in Star Sector, much like half the people in the fucking Legion. But, you know, it's fun.
Oh my god, Spara sent me music and now I have to know. Even though this looks awful, Spara, send it to Whacker too.
Know, but, you know.
Yeah, you're using this word need, Storm.
Yeah, I'd say that's entirely a subjective use of the word.
Okay, I can't listen to the rest of this.
It's bad, isn't it? Did he send you the left rights? Is that what he sent you?
No, I am the very model of a horny goblin waifu or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
To the tune of I am the very model of a modern major general.
I was afraid you were going to say that part, but yeah, here we are. Oh, God.
Yes.
I am afraid.
This is who we are. This is the Ox. I mean, well,
the BPL.
I mean, this is the BPL, which is like the evolved version of it, which is arguably worse.
Yes.
It could be both. Alright.
But yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Krispy. Did you remember to tell people in the studio we're going live?
Oh shit, no I did not. Could you do that?
Here, I got it.
Yeah. I did say we were going live shortly, but I didn't say we were live. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I don't think people mind if we occasionally miss, but, like, just the fact that people weren't...
No, I get
Yeah.
you. I get it.
Night Owl, why?
What did he do?
He added me a quote when I was saying the name of that thing. Why?
With great power comes great responsibility, Storm.
Well, in one of my previous D&D games, it was with great power comes laser eye beams.
I mean, that'll happen.
Look, this being a mod in a text chat is like one of the few ways that Night Owl has to get his revenge.
I thought you were going to say get hard.
And now, Helion has just added to the Habsburgs list with my heart and any minor cut bleeds for you, hemophilia blues.
Ah! Alright, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Okay.
I also keep hitting the change the color of the pen button, and...
I think my favorite one still has to be... you know what? No, I'm not going to share that one. Not because it's dirty, but because now that I think about it, there's a sort of inside context to that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Here, I'll adjust it for this stream. I'm about to write a scathing review on Reddit of Krispy's streams.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's the least functional threat you could ever make. I'm about to write a scathing review on Reddit.
I mean, I will not stop. I will not negotiate with the UN.
Yes.
I will dress the UN dressed as the Furby Pope, which I want a costume of that.
I mean, I want you to have a costume of that.
I want to wear it to the meetup.
I want you to wear it to the meetup.
It's not like they're not gonna know who it is. Why?
No.
If you think I'm coming to the meetup without bringing one of my cursed children, I have some bad news for you.
And so the bad news began.
Krispy.
They called him the Bad News Bear. Oh wait, no, that's just...
That's a movie. That's a movie.
That's just Diggs when he's enraged. What does ICJ stand for again?
I have a thought, but I don't know if you want me to say it on stream.
I mean, it's your stream.
Is it going to get us deleted?
Oh, wait, it's the International Court of Justice. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was I crucified Jesus. Shows where my brain's at.
Wow! So you're Italian.
No, very German in heritage. If you saw my last name, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
No, there was a guy that
His last name is Farvernugan.
Yeah, there was a guy that was harassing people on the street. And, like, he was looking to harass people for anything, and he noticed that, we had all the signs that we were Jewish. We had our kippas on, tzitzit, and so forth. And
a hobby dude.
And he started going on about how, like, the Jews killed Jesus, and our elder rabbi, without missing a beat, was like, no, we hired the Italians like we always do.
We outsourced. It's cheaper that way.
That guy was not happy.
You gotta love it when you come back with a good one. Your pastor sounds fun.
Yep. Rabbi Bill's,
A rabbi, that's right.
Rabbi Bill's what happens when you're 88, so you're too old to care anymore. Your training as a rabbi began as a military chaplain.
That's a hell of an introduction.
And you fought in Vietnam.
Also, oh boy. Yeah, I can see why he wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, you think this shit's bad? I've been in fucking Quezon.
Yep.
Krispy.
What?
Krispy.
It's a place. I'm not talking about what happened at the place.
Krispy. Oh, God.
Blacker, this may surprise you, but I'm not a Vietnam vet.
Yeah, you are.
You lied to me! You lied on your Tinder profile!
Oh god, who uses Tinder still?
You do.
No, I did at one point.
You're the one who invented that machine that's like the piece of meat that just swipes right all the time.
What the fuck? Is that something somebody actually made?
Yes.
Oh my god. No, I stopped wanting to use Tinder after I drove 2 hours to get stood up by a catfish in college. That was fun.
Glorious.
Yeah. And then I had to drive 2 hours home, which turned into like 3 hours because they had to take a long-ass detour. Because the only bridge that I could cross was out.
Blackfire. Blackfire. Blackfire.
What about Blackfire?
Look at what he wrote in chat.
Hold on.
What?
Blackfire. Whacker, concentrate your parental disappointment on this man.
Fuck toy.
You got spit on.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Wait, Whacker, no!
Hey,
It's
no,
not
no!
an
What
action.
the fuck? No, why the fuck did you call me on that? Oh, shit. Well, that's gonna be an awkward Thanksgiving conversation.
It's fine. It's fine, Krispy. It's fine.
No, I think I'm okay. My parents don't watch the stream. Thank God.
Hang on. Maybe I can.
No.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to see what your son is doing?
I actually did have a long conversation with my dad last weekend, and I was talking about the BPL and the aux.
Yeah.
Good conversation, though.
I'm just imagining now that moment where Crispy's parents are like, look, we want to be supportive of our little sweetie, so we're going to watch his little show and see how it... What the fuck?
Oh, I can assure you, they've seen... Actually, I don't know if they've seen some of the stuff that I've drawn, so I retract what I was going to say, but, you know, I don't think they would be surprised. Maybe they would have problems with my language, though. I swear a lot.
Poop.
Shit ass. Yas. Did you guys get snow yet, Storm? Oh no.
Storm died.
He's been consumed.
Oh my god, Spar just sent me the worst thing in the world.
And that's different from any other day. How?
No, it isn't.
Most of the shit he sends me is just real fucking weird AI shit. I'm like, why?
This one was two radio hosts struggling to read a story from a call-in.
Oh, does it involve a gerbil?
No, it involves somebody discovering while house-sitting what their mother kept under the bed.
Oh no. Knowing Spar, I think I have some guesses as to what that might be.
There's no way you could be wrong. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle, we got fun and games.
We have such sights to show you, Krispy.
The ultimate pleasure of pain.
What's with all the suffering? The sweet, sweet suffering! Is it really necessary?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Arm.
Art cannot come without pain.
Also, hey, Orc Slayers! Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, I just processed what you said.
I
didn't say it had to be my pain.
Damn it. Somebody fucking stop this stream and let me off. Jesus Christ.
The ride never ends, Whacker.
Whacker, there's no brakes on... there's no stops on the pain train. The clowns are running the show, and brother, we ate the brakes.
That, or if you're like me, you just have ways into Roller Coaster Roller Coaster Tycoon Park to just, accidentally guess.
Now I'm just imagining you suffering an intense bout of diarrhea while on a roller coaster after eating Thai food.
I would say that 2/3 of that are probably accurate statements, depending on the spices in the Thai food. Although Thai food is really good.
I do love Thai food.
It's very enticing.
I see what you did there.
I did have some Thai food the one time that was weird because it had pineapple in it, or not. I don't know. It was just...
Digiman says, "You can leave. You have that power whacker. You're here because you like the pain, you masochist." Frosty Git says, "Wax on, wax off."
How dare. Additionally, how dare.
Oh god, everything hurts.
What'd you do?
So, at my gym, I met a dude. He's a cool dude. He's called Big Frank. He is, in fact, as big as they say. And,
he's gonna be short.
He's decided to help me boot camp my weightlifting.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for you.
It's actually a good pain, because it's like I didn't hurt myself, it's I haven't used those muscles in a while pain.
No, I feel you. But you're definitely going to be feeling it for a couple days, because again, you haven't used them for a while.
Yeah, well, we determined that I actually haven't lost too much leg strength, it's more endurance, but back in high school I used to squat near to 600 pounds. I'm still at above 500.
Hold on, I just need to share an image really quick that Frosty just sent me.
Back when we were doing leg press, you could actually do more because you're not supporting your own body weight.
Saiyan.
Oh my god!
Well, I know it's gonna be my new Discord profile picture after stream.
Yes. Yes!
Oh. People keep making them and I keep using them because I'm kind of a creature.
Yeah.
Well, you are
putting it.
You are inspiring.
Yes. I never expected my creature from the Black Lagoon drawing to take off like it did, but you know what? I'm here for it. There's one thing I've learned making art. It's that sometimes the thing that you don't think is going to be good, it ends up becoming very popular.
Spara says Whacker is so old his social security number has Roman numerals.
It's made with cuneiform.
This is true, Slickonsole, although my leg days have been largely swimming and long-distance walking, so we're only getting back into weightlifting with them. But no, in high school... You first, Crisp.
Oh, I was going to say, I can assure you that in terms of leg strength, I have plenty of it. I've got glutes for days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, in wrestling back when, like in high school, I think at my absolute max strength, because on leg press you can do a lot more weight than you can do when squatting, even though they're the same muscle because of the balancing action.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At my highest, I breached over 1,000 pounds on leg press. So, like, in theory, I can... Not that I ever want to be in this situation or put it to the test, but in theory, I could probably push a VW bug with my legs in the right position.
Hey, can you open this?
Or at least I was able to back then.
Crispy, no.
Crispy,
Yeah.
yes.
18 to 22-year-old Storm Song would easily kick the ass of any other Storm Song.
You know what? Worth it. What was I doing at 22? I was in college.
Getting drunk?
I mean, that might have been part of it. I also think I was still smoking cigarettes then.
Being told by your professor that you'll never, be an artist?
Oh, I actually did get told by one of my professors that I couldn't draw very well, and I used that as
That's the one I was...
Yeah,
that's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yep, dwarf legs...
That still fuels me.
Yes, as Digiman points out, dwarf legs are mighty. Actually, those are the scariest motherfuckers in a wrestling match, are the guys that are muscular and short.
The thighs save lives. Or take lives, I guess, in this case.
Yeah, because they don't have to do a whole lot of motion. They can very efficiently lever you around. Whereas the longer you are, the more leverage people can exert. You know, I should have thought about that before I said it.
It's about leverage. Alright, time for that part of the stream. It's the time where Krispy can't draw hands for shit.
Whack, 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 whack.
Yes.
You mean the whole stream?
Eat my ass, Whacker.
This just in, ladies and chat.
Choose your next words carefully, Persian.
So, Crispy, you can probably afford to turn both you and Whacker up, and me down just a smidge.
Okay.
As always, I have a mighty voice.
I gotta fuck with. Give me 1 second.
Would you fuck with the hard fuck with this?
Would you fuck with my volume? I'd fuck with my volume.
I'd fuck me.
I hate the fuck of me.
Oh, Night Owl, why did you quote me?
Well, he quoted me as crucifying Jesus, so you're shit out of luck there, bud.
Yep.
Oh, yonder, bud.
It's gonna be awkward to explain at Easter dinner.
Ooh.
Maybe for you.
Well, yeah. My parents are church-going folks still, and I'm just like, Lamau XD.
Lamau.
I mean, I did grow up Catholic. Not that it really
Yeah,
stuck.
so did I.
That's a whole conversation.
Guy on Broadway says you should get a notebook and every day just draw a hand in it for practice. 1 hand a day. On the front write Crispy's Book of Hands. If anyone asks, smugly dodge the question.
I do like that part. It's not that I can't draw hands, it's just at times it's difficult.
Well, it's also, I think, considered by most artists to be the hardest part of the human form to draw.
It is. I think I've said it before on stream. Any artist that says they can draw hands good is lying to themselves. Because I guarantee you, even the best artists struggle with that shit at one point or another.
So many small, intricate parts.
You would be very surprised at how much emotions the hands convey.
Crispy, permission to say something that'll make you angry?
Does it involve AI art?
AI art struggles with hands, which means it's a real artist.
Shut the fuck up.
I feel like we have reached a point where like Crispy's like homicide is justified.
Have a good night,
Crispy.
Tired German.
Night, TG.
Crispy,
Yes.
justified homicide?
Look, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, though, that if the Butlerian Jihad happens, I would probably be helping.
I am always a little amused as to how the Butlerian Jihad gets misinterpreted in the later stuff.
It does get weird how it's just like robots are Hitler, but in the actuality, it's like, no, these machines are like being controlled by people, and also they are limiting us, so we're gonna get rid of them.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know. I haven't really read like I haven't read Brian Herbert's stuff.
It's okay. So here's the thing: it's okay if it weren't Dune. It would probably be actually considered good sci-fi, but it has
I think
to.
that's the problem.
It has to live up to.
The first book is truly legendary and amazing. The second book is.
When it comes to Dune, I think you need the second book at the very least, because it shows the points that Frank was trying to make about the dangers of like charismatic leaders.
I was
the last
just
books in
talking
the
about.
series. You'll find a lot of people like ardently disagree about that.
Well, yeah, that's when the orgasm witches show up.
I think we jumped subjects. I was talking about Brian Herbert's like sequel.
The sun. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
If it weren't called Dune, it would be considered decent sci-fi, but it is called Dune, and it doesn't live up to its father's work.
So the lore and the
fair.
story that gets added with those books is generally good. It's generally, honestly, pretty good. The writing style is
fundamentally not as
exquisitely, singularly painful to fucking read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
although, it is kind of hard to live up to someone like, Frank Herbert. And I'm not trying to disparage his son in any way with, my thoughts. It's just, I don't know. I think that when it comes to the stuff that Frank Herbert wrote, there was a lot of things that he talked about, and it was almost very subtly, but it was very big brain stuff. You know what I mean?
That's not the issue. The issue is that Brian and Kevin write like angsty high school teenagers.
Oh, well,
which is probably why I liked it, because I was a angsty high school teenager when I read them.
It's not like it's My Immortal.
I know what you're talking about.
I thankfully have never read it, and I'm not going to read it.
We may have read it around a campfire.
Oh God.
When-
well,
when-
you know
when-
what? That's scary stories to tell in the dark, so that's probably a good time to do it.
Wacker's been quoted about the homicide comment.
As you do. Hello to our, the CIA agents in chat. I hope you're enjoying the stream.
Guy on Broadway asks, wait, if we were to teach the AI arts algorithms to a Mentat, could you start getting Mentat art?
Oh God.
Spara advises we read Dr. Anarchy's Rules for World Domination or How I Became God Emperor of Rhode Island.
Look, man, I would. Okay.
I just remember part of the conversation I had with my dad was I was trying to explain to him why AI art is bad last week, so there's that.
Broadway also says, you have to give credit to the My Immortal girl. Not only did she stick to it for years, but kept the tone the whole way through.
Oh, well, I mean, in terms of a shitpost, it's a glorious shitpost. I don't think it was intentionally a shitpost, but
Yeah.
such is the way art goes.
Still laughing
Hey.
about all those articles that are
Crispy.
like,
Yeah,
Crispy, trust the process.
Whacker.
Crispy.
I'm going to process you into fertilizer.
I'm still amused by all the people who are like, his death is poignant in the first movie, but they really should bring Duncan Idaho back for the later
Oh
Doom
my
films.
God.
Oh God damn it!
And everyone's just sitting there like, should I tell them?
Yeah, it's like, well, no, I remember when the trailer first came out, one of my friends at the time was dating this girl who ended up being very psychotic. But, she was like, oh my God, Jason Momoa's in that movie. I love Jason Momoa. I can't wait to see Dune. I'm just like, oh, you sweet, ignorant child. You don't know what's going to happen to Jason Momoa in that movie.
Yep. It sounded like Whacker was saying something. A most andalous of vans has arrived.
Interrupting.
Andrew!
Are you winning, son?
Our
Someone
complete-
greased my shoes. Oh.
Our completely platonic polycule is complete.
Yes. Now, who brought the oil?
What?
Cuts
Wait,
to us
we're
cooking
doing
with
Turkish
olive oil.
wrestling again?
No, we're just cooking with olive oil. It's healthier.
I don't think I'm going to trust a going for it in Blood Bowl ever again.
Ah, yes.
I'll take your word for it, because I've never played Blood Bowl. Also, I think I need
What's
to change
wrong?
my music.
Andrew. Andrew.
On going for it, it's like going an extra square, but if you roll a 1, you'll slip and knock yourself out.
Oh.
My success rate was 68%.
Ether says, oh joy, time to bleach my eyes again. What do you have for us today, Crispy? Sorry,
Currently, I am drawing an original supervillain of mine named Agent Orange, and he is called that not because he, likes to deforest Vietnam, but because he uses the sinister power of citrus to commit his crimes.
Also, sorry, continue, Andy. I was just keeping on top of chat there.
I was going to say, keep this guy away from, baby hospitals and shit.
Baby hospitals?
pediatric
down your
hospitals.
books and pick up a gun. We're going to have a whole lot of fun because it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for?
You know, I'd almost say instead of a clear helmet, his helmet's like an orange.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But-
Don't worry, Andy. Trust
Trust the process, Andy.
I'll process you.
Whackers just likes to say that because of the fucking IT support shit we had to deal with last night.
Yeah.
When
I want to
Whackers
see Crispy
involved
truly upset. Get him to try and fix computers.
When Whackers involved, IT stands for Idiot Tourette's.
Well, I tell you what, we were having a fun time last night.
Odd.
I mean, to be fair, we did, get the RAM installed on my computer just fine, and it's running good now, but,
So what was the problem initially?
Well, we were trying to run... Okay, so my computer has been having crashing issues lately, and Whacker took a look at it the other day. We ran... what was the name of that program, Whacker?
Mem test.
Mem test. And it was immediately giving off errors, so Whacker told me that what it means is that it means my RAM sticks are going bad, which is fine. I mean, my computer's a couple years old at this point. RAM sticks aren't expensive, so I got some and put them in. But he wanted me to run that test and leave it overnight. But when we tried to run it yesterday, it would not boot up the test at all, and in fact, it wouldn't even boot up to Windows if I had the flash drive that it was in. So that's why I say Whacker put a voodoo curse in my computer. But, such is how it goes. Just don't... Oh, well, if you want to kill Shodan, maybe get me to work on a computer, but...
I bet if we took Whacker to New Orleans, like a volcano would erupt underneath it and all the snakes would just start spilling out everywhere.
Andrew.
That's very specific.
I don't object to this, but why?
I have some questions as to why you're so very vivid with that, but
I'm making a reference to the what was it, Arthur Knight, or it was on the courtesy. Text and Crow played it on the courtesy flush. It was like, what do you know about snakes?
I thought you were talking about St. Patrick for a second.
Oh, that was Gabriel Knight.
Yeah, Gabriel Knight.
Oh.
Remember, there's an active volcano under.
I don't know. I didn't really watch it.
I'd love to watch that. Like, what do you know about?
Didn't you watch that movie with what is it? Tommy Lee Jones and.
Are you talking about the fucking volcano movie where it's underneath San Francisco?
Yeah, man.
L.A. The coast is toast.
Well, there's a Tool song about that, but
Well,
my favorite part of that movie. My favorite part of that movie was the dude just like dying horribly in the lava with his scream.
Yeah.
Oh no! He didn't really scream. He just kind of did like the "I'm melting" and he shrank down.
Yeah.
He jumped in it to throw a little girl that was on the train. Like,
No,
Yeah,
it
which
was
honestly,
the train
that-
conductor.
Everyone close to that lava would have been flash boiled by that point.
So, it was always weird to me because this always happens where volcano and
You always melt in the volcano storm.
no, but that volcano and Dante's Peak came out at the same time,
Oh yeah, they did kind of come out at the same time.
and then like
Yeah,
Deep
that was
Impact
kind of
and
like a volcano
Well,
disaster.
I mean, when you think about it, there was also, you had White House Down, and then Olympus Has Fallen came out at the same time, pretty much.
and then you also have
It's
Deep
weird.
Impact and Armageddon.
Yeah.
And I think the shtick is that like somebody is shopping, a script around or something, and one studio gets wind that another is making the thing, so they want to like counter it and get that sweet
I don't
money.
even think that's a shtick. I think that's what happens.
Well, that's what I mean. Shtick is not the right word, but
oh shit!
Listen. What?
Who remembers the show on Nickelodeon, Kenan and Kel?
Yeah, I remember Kenan and Kel.
yeah.
Like,
I was there,
I think
Gandalf.
I think it was Kenan that liked orange soda. Would he be like the ultimate power against your guy? He'd just sit there with his mouth open and just drink it all.
It's an excellent question.
Who likes
I mean,
orange
well,
soda?
my
I
thought
feel
is like
you
he's
it.
my thought is like he has increased the acidity of the orange so much because he wants it to be a better cleaning product, and then it got snubbed because of lemon pledge. So I'd imagine it's like you spray like his orange juice on a door and it melts. So I don't know if Keenan wants to be necessarily eating this.
Well, that's
Also-
the thing. Like Keenan drinks so much orange soda that his organs are actually dyed orange.
Wait, really?
Not in real life, but in the show, it was like
I think I remember that clip actually.
it was like at the doctor's. He's like all his organs are orange. If that's impossible, you'd have to drink like gallons of this stuff every day. And he looks, and the guy he's like sitting there guzzling down a 2-liter.
Sensible.
I was gonna do something, but I'm gonna decide against it.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order, please?
You don't need a burger.
I think we're having burgers for dinner, so I'm pretty pumped.
When I was working at the pizza place, someone spilled all the pizza sauce on the floor of the cooler,
Mamma mia!
and when I cleaned it up, the tomato acid had like taken up all the gunk that was on the aluminum like plating, and like it was all
Wild.
shiny.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty fun.
Like tomato sauce is like some potent shit.
Well, you remember that episode of Mythbusters where they were trying to break out of the jail using salsa in the bars?
No. But I remember in that
Crispy.
one Jackie Chan movie where he peed on a towel and used it to pin the
Actually, I
toilet.
think they did reference that in that episode. Also, what is a whacker?
Krispy.
What?
Krispy.
What?
We have rules against, like, you can't talk about all the shit you got arrested for when you were doing your drug running down in Mexico and all that
I
stuff.
will have you know I have never been arrested. Which is how I'd like to keep it. I don't really feel like
Given
going
your
away.
art, I okay.
What? Are you saying my art is a crime? Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Of his bros.
His bros?
As Storm so eloquently puts it.
Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his bra? So how you doing today, Andy?
I got so angry today that I might have given myself slight heart problems.
Oh man, I have those days.
Like, have you ever been so angry that you actually, like, literally, not figuratively, literally wanted to explode in a ball of fire?
It's more that I want to set people on fire than explode myself. But, you know, I get where you're coming from.
Night Owl says tomato will etch metal if
Yeah.
you're not careful with it.
That's pretty fun.
I wanted to reenact that scene from Judgment Day where, like, they see the mushroom cloud in the city and, like, somebody's hanging on to the chain link fence and they turn into a skeleton. Like, that's how
Oh
angry
yeah,
I
I've had
was.
those days, man.
Also, Wacker, I just sent you a very stream inappropriate joke.
No.
Just think of Techie when you read it.
Huh.
I heard that in Techie's voice.
Okay, I actually have an idea for a nose for this guy. Give me a minute.
I think I know where you're going with this, but go ahead.
I have an idea as well. His nose should be a great spinning disc of runes that screams with
Shut
the torment of a
your
thousand
face.
dead.
No, we're not. We're not getting cosmic horror with it. God damn it.
Okay. I think his nose should be a little bit like Professor Utonium from the what are the Spice Girls? Not Spice.
It was the Spice
Those
Girls.
Spice
Powerpuff
Girls. The fuck,
Yeah, the
Andrew?
Powerpuff Girls. Well, they were
his nose.
spine.
Oh, I see what you mean there. Well, it's weird because his his nose connects with like.
Well, there's also another character. No, his nose isn't like that. Like,
are you trying to give him like a Squidward dong nose? Is that what we're doing?
No. Like he has like a.
Just a perfect triangle.
I feel like he probably successfully triggered about.
I mean, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty.
75% of the audience watching this with that statement.
Which statement?
Which statement?
The Spice Girls statement instead of Powerpuff Girl.
It could be worse. It could be the Cherry Magazine girls, like.
Oh.
It could be the Garbage Pail Kids.
Hey man, that was some prime fucking entertainment back.
Oh
in the
yeah,
day.
that was one of my curse wishes I thought of the other day.
Your curse wishes, you say?
Yeah, like you get one wish, and I look at Whacker and I say, I wish Whacker had the vision where everything he sees is in the art style of Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, see, I was gonna say, what was the name of that artist that Hunter S. Thompson really liked? Ralph Steadman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Although I've got other wishes I'd probably do if I got 3 wishes. Some of which I probably shouldn't say on this podcast. Or, not podcast, stream, Jesus.
Yeah, this podcast. Like and subscribe if you... No, wait, we're not.
That was one of the games we used to play where, like, you get one wish, but for some reason you're just very vindictive, so you try to make a wish to just screw over as many people as you want. Like, mine was like the process of fermentation doesn't happen in the landmass of Russia.
I got a simple way to do that. I change all the keyboards in the world, so instead of their current layout, it's by alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, they get a Dvorak keyboard.
Oh boy.
What does that do?
Different layout.
Yeah. Do you know why keyboards aren't laid out in
I do,
alphabetical
actually.
order? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's because on old typewriters, people type too fast to the point where it would jam up the mechanism, so they changed it to that to slow people down.
I heard it was because the letters are assorted to the most used letters are closer to your main fingers.
It's because of aliens. That's why.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
You would know, wouldn't you, Whacker?
I watched Ancient Aliens. I know how it goes.
I'm not saying aliens, but I'm saying
They
aliens.
changed the keys to build up the Orgon energy or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Aliens.
Ancient Aliens is one of those things where it's fun, but most of it is just like we just don't give our ancestors credit for the shit they did.
History
Yeah.
Channel. Would you like to listen about aliens or Hitler?
I really think they need to change that. They need to put quotes on the history part of History Channel.
So Koenig says, everyone gets Dvorak. Who hurt you?
Oh, jeez. Hold on. Changing the music because it decided to switch to something else that I don't think would have been good.
I wish that every time Storm Song listened to a song that he likes, there'd be one key that's off, but he can never quite put his finger on
Okay,
it.
Satan.
Jeez, Andy, you monster!
That is just-
Andrew.
wow, Andy.
Andrew.
Shut up, Wagger.
I'm okay. If I'm scared of Andy getting 3 wishes, now, 'cause
So
end up like llamas with hats.
Night Owl asks us, do you know why PC number pads and telephone number pads are laid out differently?
I do not.
Whacker?
I'm not paying attention. Go ahead.
And you say you care about the stream?
No, I don't. I've actively said, get me the fuck out of here.
I don't know about that, but I know that there was these birds that would like imitate the ringtones on payphones, so people were getting like free phone calls.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
San Francisco or something?
No, that's not.
Shut up, Whacker! Stop poo-pooing everything.
Okay, do you want to live in your glorious ignorance, Andrew, or do you want to know how things actually fucking work?
What is real? How do you define real?
Violently.
Look,
well,
man.
in that case, I have to take a real bad shit.
To quote Mr. Tex, wow, he looks like he had to take a violent shit.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta let loose the juice.
Oh.
I would prefer we had no juice loosing here.
Me too, man. I don't need to shit my brains out today. It might come as a surprise to you, but I'd rather not shit my brains out.
Stormy.
If
Wacky
Mr.
whack.
If Mr. Freeze worked at a soda shop instead of being a scientist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
kinda. No, funny enough, I never made that comparison to Mr. Freeze, but you're not wrong.
It's the whole, spacesuit villain.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? I like my villains to have fun costumes.
Sensible.
His waifu is stuck in the fridge and he can't get her out. A poster or a picture of it.
Oh my god, like fucking Mr. Freeze.
To once hold up her picture up to my face. Ah, yes, Bratman, I would kill for that.
I know you said Bratman by accident, but I now want this
No,
to
I
be
didn't say it
canon.
accidentally. I was going straight Bratman,
I love it.
which I should have
I
said Bratman. Like his name is Bratman. But
Oh,
he's
this
Batman,
character, yeah.
but he's like Batman, but he's like instead of it's like brown, and he throws like little sausages instead of batarang.
Oh, see, I just thought he'd be
Sausages!
I thought he'd be a fat guy from Chicago.
Yes.
Get your brat!
You know, I want to see this guy and Condiment Man go at it.
Oh,
I forgot Condiment Man was a thing.
yeah, me too.
I'm capable of forgetting that for long periods of time, but here we are.
There was an episode where he kind of gave Batman a bit of a run for his money, but I think it was because Batman was like, I can't hurt this man. He's not well.
Alright, quickly catching up on chat here. Night Owl
Yes.
says, PC number pads are based on mechanical cash registers, which had no deliberate design intent. Telephones were designed by multiple years of user testing by Bell Labs to determine the most efficient and intuitive layout, which is interesting. Also, Lord Grimos asks, alrighty, a question for the hosts. I'm building a mech. Melee, intermediate, or snipe?
You should go with an assault mech with more guns than God, because
Melee.
that's how I roll.
Melee.
Andy?
I mean, why not a mech that has a sniper rifle that launches battle axes?
And I'm
I
gonna
can
go
think of
with...
several reasons.
I'm gonna agree with Whacker on the melee part. So it sounds like you got 2.5 melees. Also, there are hot single Grimoses in your area.
My vote is for Galzilla.
Crispy.
What?
Given
Look, when I play BattleTech, I ain't fucking around. I'm taking
No,
an assault
Crispy.
lance every time.
No, Crispy, this is worse. What I heard, because my volume was turned down a little bit, what I heard you say was downs.
Well, I'm not a clanner.
Konigia says Condiment King, put some respect in his name. You know what was a weird Batman villain from the animated series? I don't think he showed up in a lot of other stuff. Was the Clock King?
He only shows up in one episode, but he was rather...
two. I think two.
No, yeah, you are. I think you're right about that, actually.
I'm not sure. It's been a
I-
while.
I honestly think he was supposed to be a redesign of Calendar Man, because
I could see that.
until they turned Calendar Man into Silence of the Lamb guy, except around dates.
Really, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's just like Batman going to see him, and he's standing there like Hannibal Lecter. It's like, hello, Batman.
Did you know that August 12th is the day that this, and that, and another happened, and this person died, Batman's like, oh, I get it now.
It's like, yes, I get it, you're autistic.
Basically, it's the whole discount. We have Riddler at home.
interesting way to put it, but I can see it.
I think the Zodiac Killer is like, what's his name? The guy that like scratches himself, scars himself every time he kills somebody.
That is not the Zodiac Killer.
I'm talking about like in the Batman universe.
Nermetia says, can't go wrong with a hunchback that gives explosive bear hugs, to which Silent Trainfall says, Steiner maxing.
I mean, that's how I roll, Steiner maxing.
What?
I tend to go more Davion in my mech builds.
It means go big or go home, Wagger.
Silent Trainfall says this picture is reminding him of a Fallout scientist from the Enclave.
Yeah, I can see that. It's got the same colors and everything. It might have, honestly, it might have subconsciously inspired this design.
It is very ray gun gothic.
I do like my sci-fi ray guns.
Ray gun, huh?
Yeah.
He's gonna start breakdancing?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
I did name a Gatling laser Ronald Reagan. Or no, I named the alien blaster Ronald Reagan at one point in Fallout 4.
Glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought all of his suit was gonna be orange, to be honest. Like different shades.
I guess he could be, but I don't know. For some reason, I
mean, he can be whatever the hell you want. You create him.
I did. Don't you forget it, no.
He's mine.
My precious.
The universe is mine to command, to control.
To shitpost. Alright.
No, it's not, Andrew.
Actually, I don't hate that. I like that darker orange there.
What, you mean brown?
Well, it's like a brownish orange. It's orange.
Orange.
Yes.
Orange.
Would you meme me? I'd meme me.
Oh, also, I think the music's a little loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry.
It'd be funny if his helmet is full of orange soda.
We don't know that for certain, man.
No, it's full of that stuff from the abyss, like the liquid oxygen or whatever the hell it was.
I forgot that was a thing, although I haven't seen the abyss and I don't even know how.
God, just the concept of that, like you have to inhale a liquid, like you can breathe it, but just, I bet it burns your lungs.
That is pretty wild. I did, we did watch Deep Blue Sea the other night. That was fun. That movie's ridiculous.
That movie, in my opinion, broke like a cinema rule. Is like you don't interrupt the person when they're giving a speech, especially about some like dark past history.
See, that was fun though. I like that they did that.
Yeah, it was fun. Sometimes breaking the mold is awesome.
Yeah. It subverts the audience's expectation. It's just you gotta do it in a good way. Like, that was a good way because it's just like, it's a movie about sharks, and you can definitely see how it was set up for that, but, you know, it still catches you off guard.
In reference to the Clawkeeper, Konigya says, so the Zodiac Killer with extra steps.
He also says oxygenated fluorocarbon, but when I read it first, I thought he said flubber carbon, and so I imagined orange flubber.
It's flubber!
Quick question, Crispy. Are you knowledgeable about serial killers?
A bit, yeah.
Let's
Okay,
not get into this topic again, because last time we did this, it actually got kind of...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's something we can talk about later, but suffice it to say, I know a bit about certain ones.
Did you know?
Okay, well, I was gonna say that it seemed like it was, something you'd get off to, so no.
Did you know a guy dressed as a Cookie Monster stole a cookie sign from a German cookie store?
That seems bizarrely specific.
And
Almost.
he kept it ransom until they donated cookies to an orphanage.
You see, that's kind of weirdly sweet.
Yeah, that's it's interesting.
First, the cookie store was like, "No, we're not going to do it." But then they started getting backlash, so they did it, and then he returned the sign, and they haven't found him since.
He's the hero we need, not the one we deserve.
Okay, there's a part of me that appreciates that, but there's a part of me that does legit feel bad for, like, the company, because, like, is it a small business? Is it a...
It's got like a old gold-plated cookie for a sign.
Oh, okay, so maybe they're weller-to-do. Like, if it was a small business, I would say, I mean,
Yeah.
get what he's going for, but...
Look up,
Yeah.
like, German Cookie Monster steals cookie sign.
Kuchenmannstein? I don't know. Need a lighter orange.
So, not going back to the subject, but Silent Trainfall says, "Are you knowledgeable about serial killers? Sounds like a setup line for an interrogation."
A little bit. Definitely one of those things that's probably...
Movie starts
gonna
with
get you some screw-
movie starts with Crispy in handcuffs, says Whacker and I play good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, and I'm just talking like Buffalo Bill the entire time. It's like, oh, was she a big fat person? That or now my I need to see Longlegs. My wife went to see it, but the scene in that was like, Daddy, Mommy, unmake me.
Hey, TK.
Hello. Almost done with this. Let me see if this works.
Grimos also thanks us for being self-aware
Yeah, we are self-aware.
from time to time.
Oh, don't you fucking start, you goddamn troglodyte.
Don't you start, you absolute cock goblin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, it is now time to think up new Whacker insults. They don't have to be about his age, but they can be.
Yeah, make fun of his big glum mug.
His
Andrew,
Coke bottle
you are just so pleased with yourself, aren't you?
I am.
Make fun of his triple chin.
Actually, the most pleased I am through the whole thing is that somebody made a sweatshirt out of the little dinosaur I drew on a Jackbox game.
Oh, that's fun.
So the funny thing, Whacker, is I said that, and suddenly the people who usually type the fastest in chat have all gone a little bit silent.
But okay.
They're plotting.
Grimos, why are
Wait
you
a
adding
minute.
me? Why are you adding me, Grimos?
Why'd you pick purple as I was about to say? Does this guy have like does this okay, in a fighting
Honestly,
game?
I'm just kind of just fucking with... I'm doing something quick here.
That's
because I
actually
wanna-
pretty cool right there.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that one for now, but...
But in a fighting game, his alternate color would be purple, like Purple Soda Man.
Oh, yeah. And
Oh,
then
it's my
green for
favorite
Mountain Dew.
color. Also, I will be right back.
Oh.
1 second.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lord Grimos. I am in fact kind of a lemming at times. I have no attention span. Okay.
Look at who you're hanging out with.
Okay, so this is for our venerable elder Whacker. The venerable 01A, 100 tons, 4.6 speed, 16 tons of clan ferrofibrous armor, 20 double heat sinks, XL engine armed with a hatchet, 5 ER medium and 1 ER small laser, LBX-10 autocannon, and 9 tons of ammo, 4 cluster 5 standard solid shot. Why? Because we want to burn things for Satan.
You know Whacker just left, right?
Well, now I'm sad.
Brock man, but I'm not
Hold on.
using my original orange soda. Today I'm using my lot.
Let's see here what we got. I have a to-do list of things to draw. Oh, I know what I'll draw. Actually, I need to use the bathroom as well. I'll be right back.
Oh god, I forgot about that name. Ah! Moist but crunchy.
Moist. Oh.
Moist.
Have you come to the temple of meat? Oh,
Yes, moist
delicious
meat.
meat.
All the moist meat.
The flesh should be slippery.
And it should slide down your throat.
Oh, eternal
So
flesh.
much meat. The juices dribbling between your lips. Only the bloodiest beef.
I am back.
We need to go to a Brazilian barbecue again. Oh.
That sounds great, honestly. I would love
It
that.
was amazing. At the meetup, Aiden dragged us to a Brazilian steakhouse.
I like that a lot.
And it's the kind of thing where they bring out the meat and cut it from, like, the skewer onto your plate.
Oh,
And so you just have these people with swords of meat coming out, like, would you like some, sir? And explaining what it is.
yeah, man, I would love that.
And honestly, one of the few places where the salad bar made me actually really enjoy the vegetables as well, because they were, like, all seasoned and such.
Which was funny, because the first
Nice.
thing some people said is, don't stuff yourself on the salad bar, Storm.
Hey, I got plenty of meat. You forget, Andrew, that I am a human stomach.
Do you have 4 stomachs like a cow?
Possibly. Okay, so now that Whacker is back, I will now read that thing for Whacker that was from Lord Grimos. This is for our venerable Elder Whacker, the venerable 01A, 100 tons, 4-6 speed, 16 tons of clan ferrofibrous armor, 20 double heatsinks, XL engine, armed with a hatchet, 5 ER medium and 1 ER small lasers, an LBX-10 autocannon, and 9 tons of ammo, 4 clustered 5, standard solid shot. Why? Because fuck you.
I actually stood up in the middle of that and saluted the nearest flag, wherever that is, and yeah.
Excellent.
I was.
I was saying, so I gotta correct you here, Crispy. There's actually a middle section between the giant and the head part of a spider, and that's where the legs come from.
I'll give you a middle section.
So, now in response to our earlier questions, Edgar says,
You just got actualied by Andrew.
I don't give a fuck.
so, Edgar says, in answer to our earlier request for insults, Whacker is a great shitposter. Silicon Soul says, when they made Whacker, they broke the mold. Rumor has it he beat the hell out of the mold maker, too.
Also,
Frosty
no,
says, Frosty says Whacker makes me look like I'm not depressed.
Wow.
On Broadway
Wow.
Guy on Broadway says Whacker was once on the design council for Rolls-Royce. After their meeting and thanks to Whacker's suggestion, RR decided to switch from making airplane engines to full-time and selling off their automotive division. The idea he pitched was actually for a boat.
What?
I'm not sure I fully get that one. There may have been a syntax error in that one.
That's a lot of lore that I was not aware of.
anyway.
Lord Grimo says, I did not come here for horny Storm Song ASMR. Also, that wasn't horny. We were talking about how much we love meat. There's nothing horny
that's
about
our-
liking meat. I want to shove all that meat in my mouth and let it slide down my throat.
That's the
Meaty.
meat.
Christ.
That's the meat cultist voice.
Molten.
flesh
Meat
cultist.
cultist.
Anyway, let's watch Crispy draw his Minecraft spider.
Minecraft spider.
I mean, to me, it just looks like he's drawing a pair of ghost balls from an angle.
You would think ball.
Don't tempt me, Whacker. I'll do it.
Oh, yes. Kai, thank you.
I'll crash this plane with no survivors.
Kai, thank you for this. Attention stream and co-hosts and hosts. The illustrious Mad Ducks has released some of his tunes on Spotify for any who use that service. For any
yes.
who wish to boost his numbers, here's the link. Please do, guys. He's been working hard on that shit, and I cannot think of a nicer and more deserving man of some musical praise.
I will second that.
Even if his music
Is
can be a little bit
music
cursed at
that's
times.
like nothing but quacks and fart noises? Because
No,
if it
this is
is,
his
it is
actual his actual legit like R&B kind of
Oh,
smooth wave
okay.
type of stuff.
Yeah.
I've not heard that yet. I will have to check that out. But yeah, the
Yeah.
farting and quacking stuff is legendary.
Yeah.
Also, spiders technically only have 2 parts.
What's the name of that pygmy goat? God damn it, the hippo, the little pygmy hippo,
Moodang.
Moodang. I was gonna say you could draw a picture of like that animal freaking out or something.
We are really cramping Crispy's style right now. And I can
A spider, I don't think a spider does have 2. It has 3.
Shut the fuck up!
3 what? No, spiders have 2 main body sections. There is a small segment between them, but it's not considered a full body section.
Make you a small body section.
Because it doesn't contain organs.
I'll contain you or organs.
Yeah.
Just like Storm, he doesn't contain organs. He's just 99% body fat.
And technically the joints for the legs aren't in the center of the spider, they're under the front section.
So,
Crispy, just draw the damn spider how you want.
I'm working on it.
imagine an organ piano where the pipes turn into spider legs and it like crawls around.
That sounds horrifying.
Doesn't it though?
And you guys make fun of me for my stone wheels of death and screaming.
I'm not screaming, I'm just like... I don't want to feel like I've taken drugs today.
But
Yeah, you're holding that all for tomorrow.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rash.
Is the spider going to be holding up a giant bottle of orange soda and chugging it?
I mean, you could.
Yep.
I love orange soda.
So, Whacker, I just realized that in our game that we're going to do on Friday nights,
Yes.
if you want to, you could totally get a Tachikoma.
Hi, I'm a spider, and I keep annoying and poisonous pests from your home. Please don't kill
On
me.
one hand, my anti-weeb instinct kicked in hard when you said that. On the other hand, the potential for just like shitting all over everybody else who's playing is overwhelming. But on the other hand, we're stress testing this, and I feel like me shitting all over it and everyone is probably not going to help you stress test your system.
But spider, giant gun robot spider with a cute voice.
Yeah, I feel like legit though. I feel like if we're
Yeah.
actually going to be legitimately testing your system with a number of grognard game gurus, then like haha funny shitting all over it is probably not the best approach.
Well, okay, yeah, no, I didn't mean like in a shit all over a way. I just meant like it'd be hilarious because you're playing the industrial pilot.
You know what's funny is
Understand.
Yeah.
Let's just say that the answer is potentially. We'll see. I do want to actually curb my shit posting tendencies here because of specifically what we are doing with like what the purpose of this game is. So.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, thank you for that.
I was going to ask you for your setting to for each mech type that you could think of, or for the overall style of the mech, get 4 or so many pictures of existing mechs or something, and this is kind of the idea that you're going for.
Yeah, I am going to be doing that because it's going to take me a while to actually draw what the mechs look like. There's a couple models I still have off the top of my head. There's the Cataphract, the Spitfire, the Corsair.
Fucking nerder.
Chances are, if it was a World War II airplane, there'll be a mech in it, or named after it in the setting. Because I'm a big fan of World War II airplanes.
Aw.
Yeah.
Look at a little spider friend.
Also, hey, Cookie Mama.
Hello.
And, Flail Janus is going to, actually us one more time, which is spiders have 8 legs, but they also have 2 smaller, arm-like appendages at their mouth.
That's what I'm drawing currently.
They're
Oh, I
called
see.
pedipalps.
Yep.
You're a pedipal.
They're very umnummy. They use them for umnums.
Yes. I've watched Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
I like how jumping spiders just are so friendly looking.
Yep.
Andrew,
What, Whacker?
did you have one ask you out at some point? Like, is that the reason for this?
Oh, Whacker, what the hell? Did you have a weird dream where the highway fell out from underneath you while you were driving as well last night?
Andy,
Oh,
what kind of
Jesus
dreams
Christ!
do have?
How did you know, Andrew?
I don't know. It's a full moon.
The supermoon was a couple nights ago.
Damn it, Moon.
I think giving a spider a magical wand is like one of the worst things that could happen.
But it's
Well,
adorable.
fine.
Oh
Spiders
my
are cute.
god!
He's a wizard.
No,
Give
no,
it-
no! Oh, this needs to be a manga or an anime. Like a spider somehow gets a magical girl's wand.
Is this Sailor Spider?
Yes. Someone
the
take
s-
like Sailor Moon and put like a spider face over it.
As a weeb, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, it'd be cool to have spider characters. And then as a weeb, there's a part of me that's like, oh god, they would make so many terrible, saucy, thirsty art of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it wasn't a her, they would make it a her.
Well, you know, you could make it where it's like it's a spider, but the spider has like the sailor dress on, but it's still just a damn spider.
As I think about it, there are actually a lot of spider characters in anime. They're usually in the ones that deal with, medieval Japan. So,
I know what you're
Inuyasha
talking
and Demon Slayer.
I know what you're talking about, Night Owl, but I mean like modern day, and more like it like has the wand and it does the transformation sequence. You know.
That looks adorable.
Does.
Oh, is that the one that has the corn chip on its head?
The bugle, yeah.
The bugle, yep. I love it. No, the Spooter didn't learn Fireball. He learned Chain Lightning.
I would argue that's a better spell to know, personally.
Yes. So, Crispy, do you have any idea of what character you want to play in my space opera game?
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Not for a few weeks, but yeah.
It's a good question. I mean, I don't want to play two shitposty of a person, but someone swashbuckling would be kind of fun.
The party currently has essentially a barbarian, which is to say a primitive worlder who's been, kind of told, hey, this is space, whether he wants to or not.
Yeah.
Andy is playing a soldier. Whacker is playing an industrial engineer who will use his powers for evil. And then what's his name? Juice will be playing an inquisitor.
Interesting.
Well, not an inquisitor in the traditional sense, but the kind of guy that's like, hey, there's a rogue mage out here we need to deal with.
Some kind of Three Musketeers type, swashbuckling character, I guess.
Okay, it's like a professional duelist type.
Yeah. Actually, no, well, we can do better than that. Just
Jaden had been tempted to play basically they would function as the what would you call it, the face of the party, but
yeah.
somebody who used to be an absolute top tier, top bill major pop icon, but was now relegated to C-list.
That sounds fun. See, I was thinking some sort of Three Musketeer type guy.
Given Aloysius that the setting is actually going to be the setting for the rock opera I'm writing, there will be plenty of singing in this space opera.
Very nice.
Also, you'll be happy to know, Krispy, that there are no force fields in the setting.
That's a crock of shit. You said I could have a grape-flavored one.
No, so in the setting, the shielding mechanisms on ships are usually magnetically controlled ferrofluid. So basically it has, like, essentially ferromagnetic oils that it spills out around itself, and then it uses the magnet to harden them or shape them. Yeah, ships have lotion that defends them from explosives.
As one does.
Yes.
You know what's funny? When I was a kid and I was drawing all the time, I like never colored my pictures. Not because I don't know, I just didn't feel like coloring my pictures for some reason. And now it's like I do it on a regular basis.
Yeah. I think it's because, like, in your mind, you know what color it is, so you don't feel like you need to...
Yeah, I'd say that's part of it.
I'm sad now.
Why are you sad, Storm?
I came across an article about a breed of tarantula that's endangered, and like they're not sure if the conservation efforts are going to work.
Oh, that's sad.
Because unfortunately, developing countries often won't take that kind of thing into account.
Yeah.
Very beautiful creatures, though, called peacock tarantulas.
Ooh, that's too light. You know, I could probably use some more royalty-free music to use for these streams, since apparently Discord doesn't like it when I play music that I enjoy listening to.
God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid.
We're going to take a kitty cat and tie him to the wall and have a number of prods. The prods will poke the kitty cat randomly.
Yep. Yes, Cone and Clay, Koenig, yeah, they're the, blue and white, sort of platinum-ish looking spiders.
I cast Zeta Flare.
Oh god, yep. It's an adorable little arachnid. It's here to hug you and kiss you.
And debone you. Don't worry about that last one.
Shit.
Mad Ducks would like you to know, if you need royalty-free music, he knows a guy.
I would be up for it. It's just there's certain styles of music I wouldn't mind having for stream, like the stuff I was playing earlier.
I studied to be a magical spider, but the only spell I know is web.
Hey, it works for Spider-Man. It's like, I cast Holocaust.
What?
Krispy.
Like the spell from fucking 40k or whatever. Not that Holocaust. God damn it.
Krispy.
I can actually appreciate what you mean. It's
I'm glad, because I was starting to sweat over here. Just like, oh, here we go. This is it. This is where I get in trouble.
Without bringing up what the incident was, I will say there was a moment of you sweating about 4 weeks ago that had me on my ass laughing.
Oh, that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Now you walk up into you're in a dungeon, you walk into a big room, and you see this little tiny spider with a magical wand. And he goes, I cast Iron Maiden, and all of a sudden just a giant Iron Maiden starts shutting around the party.
Yep.
It's like, I cast testicular torsion.
No.
Konigia tells us you call home a home IT service. Door gets knocked and there's a spider or a giant spider in a polo shirt. I am here to help debug.
Oh, there's an idea for a drawing.
Don't worry, I'll help you guys. I cast Spider Climb.
Whacker, read Silent Rainfall's comment.
What does it say?
There is a dark irony in someone named Krispy mentioning the H accost word.
Oh.
But we will move squarely along.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms.
I have a carrot for a hat.
Mad Duck says I cast immediate violent diarrhea.
Oh God.
And he'd do it too. You know he would.
I feel like I'm sitting in warmth right now.
Did you just piss yourself?
Again?
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You can turn the legs off?
Yeah. Look at that.
Do that again?
It's adorable.
It's a magical bean.
This is
Yay.
why Spider learned magic.
I learned meditate because some kid pulled my legs off.
Oh Jesus.
That also makes me sad.
They call him Stumpy now.
I don't think I ever tortured bugs when I was little. Maybe other than like
No, me
shooting them with
neither.
an
Like,
airsoft gun.
I thought of that stuff as like just inhumane.
My brother and I did break open a stump that was full of carpenter ants one time. Oh shit.
We cast purple smoke.
I cast lean. Oh, that's why it's okay. That
I
makes
can
more
only
sense.
make my legs or my body invisible.
See,
When he-
this is unfortunately one of the things I don't remember was all of the stories from the Krispy family about what the three Krispy children did to each other.
Oh, there was a lot.
There was a lot, and it pains me that I don't remember all of it.
Okay, Mo says I cast chain flatulence.
I mean, but the one thing I used to do was my sister had a cardboard cutout of Legolas from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that one I do remember.
Yeah, every time she'd go into the bathroom, I would put that in front of the door, and it would get her every time when she'd come out of the bathroom.
Konigia says, man, stream sniping would get wild if wizards were a thing. Viewer gets pissed, casts heat metal on the streamer's computer.
I'd
Oh,
just like
shit.
to say, what's the range on heat metal?
Yes.
I mean, we don't know if we're following D&D's rules or not, but I believe it's supposed to be line of sight. So if they are streaming a picture of their computer, they're screwed.
You know,
Ah,
I want to see like a little pixel like environmental puzzle solving game with this little guy.
I think there is a spider
maybe he-
adventure game.
Like, hey, maybe he can make boxes levitate or something like that. Like
That'd
one
be
at a
fun.
time.
Like a spider wizard game.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
if I had if I
Spider
had the
Wizard
time-
Money Gang.
Dude, if I had the time and money, I would not mind starting like a game development studio and just making shit.
I was thinking, I wish there was like, basically in the spirit and art style of Final Fantasy Tactics, but like multiplayer, and people could like 1v1 each other with their different army builds, and like some people could like choose a monster army and shit like that.
I'll take your word for it. I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
Mad Duck says, nonsense aside, Crispy, you should try to sell this as a Hallmark card.
It's not a bad idea. I make cards for my wife all the time.
What does the word say?
Moist but Crunchy says, I cast Itchy Teeth.
That's just meth.
It's
I
made worse by
can't-
the fact of their name.
I cast you could see the inside of your eyelids.
Jesus.
You'd get used to it after the first, 3 days, but it'd be pretty upsetting during that.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm pretty upset just thinking about it.
Also, I got to
Anyways,
see those pictures they take of the inside of your eyeballs the other day. Apparently, mine are healthy.
That's fun.
This little spider says, "I cast spiders under your skin."
Hold on.
No, wait, no. He has to have strong Sad's voice. I cast spiders under your skin.
Yes.
Andrew.
I cast living earwig.
Andrew.
So as I'm mentally processing it, our party of swashbucklers is looking to be pretty fighter heavy, which isn't a bad thing. I cast tarantula eyes, which is adorable.
So what? You gain the eyes of a tarantula, or do your eyes become tarantulas? Like do
Your
they
eyes
pop
are
out
full
the
of
throat?
tarantulas.
Oh God!
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You ever seen the movie The Hatching? It's gonna be like that. Just be glad I didn't put the first thought I had, which is I cast tarantula anus.
Unpleasant.
Of course. Actually, if it's all the same with you guys, I kind of want to call it early tonight, just because.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm running out of steam, and I want to go hang with my wife. So.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I'm glad you could all join us.
Go give your wife a big kissy.
It's what I plan to do. What do you mean? Don't do this to me.
My wife!
My wife.
Well, you all have a good night. Be good to each other. Be safe.
Be good.